Aloha everyone, Max with Asian Geek Squad. Welcome to my review of the Samsung Galaxy Fit 3. This is a pretty cool smartwatch with a lot to offer at its price point. However, there are a lot of limitations and we're going to go over those in this video and what the Samsung Galaxy Fit 3 can do. Alright, let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, first let me show you what's included in the box. You have the watch, a pair of watch bands. There's no extras if you have smaller or larger wrist. And it comes with the charging cable. This is about 24 inches, about 2 feet, and it's USB-C to proprietary charging. Now, one of the things I love about this Galaxy Fit 3 is the large display. This is an upgrade from the Galaxy Fit 2 at 1.6 inches. Samsung promises 13 days battery life, but to be honest, I think most people will get 7 days, 7 to 10 days of normal use. So if you like getting your notifications, if you want to track your workouts, then I think 7 to 10 days is a normal amount. Next up, I want to answer 2 of your questions. Only works with Samsung phones, or will it work with Xiaomi phone also? This would work with Android phones. There's one thing that will only work with Samsung, and that's the camera remote. An Android phone, you'll have to download Samsung Health to sync your data, and also Samsung Galaxy Wearable to set up the watch. Does it have NFC Contact Payments? Does it support Google Wallet? On this case, no and no. Neither one of these. If you need something with Google Wallet or Google Pay, you'll need to get a Wear OS watch here in the US. And speaking of the US, this watch isn't even released here in the US. I am using an international model. If you're like me, you live in the US and you buy one of these, if something happens, Samsung US probably not fix your watch. But it is an affordable price point at $75, and I'll put links in the description below if you're interested. No Google Wallet, no Google Maps. What can this watch do? I'll show you around the watch, and we're going to do 3 things. We're going to do tiles, apps, and quick settings. First up is tiles. When you swipe left and right from the home screen, these are your tiles, so you can get notifications, track your steps, even your sleep, give you the weather. You can also track your workouts. You can even control music, increase the volume, and fast forward songs. But I have this on mute because of monetization reasons. Track your heart rate. If you want to add or manage more tiles, go into your Samsung Galaxy Wearable app and tap on tiles. And here are the ones we went over, and there are additional ones as well. You can set an alarm, set a timer, have a world clock, blood oxygen, cycle tracking, if you want to track your food, health summary, stress, together, water, calendar, and weather. Those are the tiles you can have on this watch. The apps list is very similar, so settings, health, media controller, find my phone, weather, calendar, timer, alarm, stopwatch, world clock, calculator, and camera remote. Kind of the same thing, but in a different way to access it. One cool thing that this has is the camera remote. So just open up the camera remote, gives you a countdown, and there's the photo we took. This device receives phone calls, however, there's no speakers on here, so you won't be able to answer your phone calls. You can receive text messages as well, but you also are limited to quick replies. And I have an entire in-depth video regarding this subject, so I'll just link to that if you want to check it out. Next up, I wanted to talk about the feel of this device. For me, I normally don't like silicone bands, but this one isn't too bad. Haven't had any skin issues with this yet, but I did order some replacement ones on eBay, and that's where you kind of have to look, especially here in the US because this isn't officially released and there aren't that many official accessories for this device. I love the large display. It is really light. Sometimes I forget it's there, and I also like the different watch faces. So the one that I have is photos, which I have customized, so I just tap and it cycles through different photos. And there's a bunch of watch faces as well, and I'm pleasantly surprised of the amount of watch faces this has. Some of them are classics. This one looks like a Fitbit one, but there's definitely a lot to choose from. And I'll just quickly cycle through these so you guys get a quick glance of all the current watch faces. More might be available in the future with an update. All right. Hopefully you find one that you like and just pause. All right, I think we're almost to the end. Definitely a lot of watch faces. I'm pleasantly surprised how many came with this watch. I did want to show you a little bit of the tracking, and for that you have to open up Samsung Health and make sure you sync your watch. So I've been wearing this watch for a couple days. Here's what it shows, the sleep time. This for me is fairly accurate. I normally wake up very early, around 4, and the other day I woke up at 3. It gives you sleep stages, blood oxygen during sleep. Yesterday I slept very well. That's not normal for me. Again, sleep stages. And let me just show you the steps quickly. So these are from yesterday. Total step counts, gives you a mile and around the time where you took the steps. This is pretty much all I need from a smartwatch. And the cool thing is too, if you're doing a workout, if you're walking or you're running and you forget to set up the workout, after 10 minutes, it'll ask you if you want to set up your workout. And if you have your watch with you, it will track GPS. Let me talk a little bit more features here with the quick settings. So here at the top, that is sleep mode. Once you turn that on, it'll actually also turn your phone into black and white to turn it into sleep mode. This one is do not disturb, and if you have a Samsung phone, this will sync with your watch. Here's quick access to settings. This one is vibrate and mute. Those are your only two settings because it does not have a speaker, it doesn't create sound. This one is always on display, if you need an always on display. And let me just quickly show you the always on display. It looks a little bit different. This is the always on display. It doesn't show the full display, which I kind of like, and just shows you the time, which I think is perfect and helps you check your time. Here on the upper right, that is the power off, an emergency call and medical info. And you get the same thing by pressing your button here on the right. So same thing. And just as a heads up, this button just takes you to the home screen. So wherever you are, just press it once, it'll take you back. And more settings here, flashlight, theater mode, water lock, find my phone, airplane mode, and brightness. So if you're looking for a compact, light smartwatch with good battery life, I wouldn't say the 13 days, I would say 7 days battery life, so like traditional Fitbits, then definitely check this out. There are a few limitations. You can't answer phone calls in this device, no Google Wallet, no GPS, but if you're looking for a simple smartwatch with long battery life, then this is the watch for you. All right, that's our quick review and walkthrough of the watch, more of a walkthrough, I would say. And I'll be switching between this and my Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 Classic when I want something with longer battery life. Sorry, this just came back for repair because of the battery. All right, quick video for today. If you guys have any questions, leave us a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. Aloha.